Hey friends, welcome to Raquel's plant-based channel. I've been asked so many times, what do you eat for breakfast? Well, I'm gonna show you. Let's go. Okay, so I have to tell y'all that there is no recipe per se for this. I just kind of go with what I have a taste for on Saturdays when I have more time. And just to let y'all know, I'm using, it's called seitan, and this is made right before tofu is made into tofu. So before we got started, I put these 2 potatoes in the microwave, and they're nice and soft and they're still hot. So that will be my base. Instead of using rice or anything like that, potatoes. And the very first thing I'll put is half onion. I love red onion. Half a red onion. And then 1 clove of garlic. I got the rest of the onions here. Let me turn that up a little bit. Let those onions cook down some. Get my little handy dandy spatula here. And I use a lot of leftovers because I hate to waste food. So I have some leftover spaghetti squash. I'll probably use a little bit of that. It's really tasty. While those onions are cooking, I'm gonna put some of the seitan in there. How about that? Let me dice it up. I didn't dice it up. Shame on me. That's my husband snorting in the background. So rude. Okay. All right, let me dice this up. Good. All right. So if you've never seen seitan before, let me show y'all. So that's the box. And this particular one, this is the only one I've tried because it's the only one that the store that I go to. It's sliced up. Kind of reminds me of like a turkey or something. But it's all sliced up and you just take it out of the package. This is just 1 slice. Because my husband is going whole food this week. So I want to let him know there's different stuff out there. And when I was transitioning, I also transitioned and used different kinds of meats, plant-based meats that, I shouldn't say meats, just plant-based foods that mimicked the taste of certain kinds of meats that I used to eat. And so that's, you know, it's just neat to try different ones. If you don't like it, you just throw it away. They're not that expensive. So let me just mix this up. And now I'm going to put in the mushrooms. Mushrooms, to me, you know, depending on what kind of flavor you put on it, because mushrooms, you know, they have a lot of water and they really satisfy that taste. You could put any kind of seasoning on it. Just make sure you read your seasoning that it doesn't have any meat fat in it, because a lot of them do, like poultry seasoning. Has a lot of, you know, chicken fat in it, you know, stuff like that. So you just be aware. We're so used to just sticking stuff in our mouth and not paying attention to what's in it. So just be more mindful of what you use before you put it in your body. Okay. So with this, I like to use Liquid Amino. And it's the Bragg's name brand, and it's all-purpose seasoning. All right, Let me just squirt that on there, cover it up. Don't need that much. And this really doesn't take long, maybe 10 minutes tops. I think the potatoes take longer if you were just to do it like the old-fashioned way. Thank goodness for microwaves, eh? So just mix that up. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of the spaghetti squash in here. To me, spaghetti squash has a little bit of a sweet taste, and like I've said in previous videos, you try to do all kinds of colors. If you could do colors of the rainbow in your food, that'd be great. Just an array of different colors, let you know the different kinds of vitamins, macronutrients that you're intaking. So, and all vegetables have a lot of fluid. That's why if you cover it up, like if you make mushrooms just by themselves, you cover it up and next thing you know, you see all this liquid. Because they have lots of water. All right, let's mix that up. Now we're about to put some tomatoes in here and some spinach. So let's make a hole. Make a hole. That's already cooked. Doesn't take long. I have it on a little high too. You could see, let me tilt the camera so you can see how high that I have it. If I can work this thing. There you go. It's like on an 8. Okay. So here's the tomatoes. And then I'll get my spinach. Just rinsing out the water here. Isn't that pretty? All right, I'm going to cover this until the spinach wilts up, and I'll be right back. Okay, one thing about spinach, it's really high in iron. Sorry, I'm trying to get this camera out of my way. But you don't want to cook it that long. So 4 to 5 minutes tops. Cooked. Oh, I also put some amino acids on top of the spinach to give it a little bit of flavor. See all that water? And I just use the water just to get the pan going so nothing will stick to it. But yeah, so if you are low in iron, eating a lot of dark green leafy vegetables is excellent for you. So spinach is #1. It's really high in iron. All right, let's mix this up real good. And I'm gonna start getting the plates ready. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is I cut up the potatoes, and I love yellow potatoes, so I cut it up. You could use sweet potatoes if you're diabetic, or you could use brown rice, you know, whatever you want to do. So this is just one yellow potato, and then I just layer it using a fork to allow the juices to escape. So I'm preparing my husband's plate at this time. And I'm going to give him most of the seitan. I don't need the seitan. But he's never had it before, so I'm trying to let him know there's other things that you can eat that satisfies that desire for, you know, animal products. It might not be because it's not it. Let's be realistic about it. But there's other things that might imitate it as far as texture and as far as flavor. So you don't have to eat animal products. So this is what I'm gonna do. And there is vegan cheese out there. Like I said, I'm trying to encourage my husband. So this cheese called Daya it is dairy free, no animal products whatsoever, but it does have oils. So let me turn this around. And you can see it has coconut oil. Hopefully you can read that. Vegan natural flavors. I got a piece of potato on my nail. Pea protein, lactic acid, fruit and vegetable. But this does have the coconut oil. So, of course, if you have heart issues, any chronic conditions, high blood pressure, anything like that, anything that you need to take a pill for, use this in moderation. Maybe once a week. You know, you don't want to eat this every day. And this is how it comes. It comes sliced. And when I was transitioning, I did use this quite a bit. And I'm just gonna cover his plate. Let's go over here. And I use this with my whole grain bread. And I made grilled cheese sandwiches. If I wanted grilled cheese with my tea in the morning. And then I would put it on top of, you know, whatever breakfast I made on Saturday. All right, I'm going to microwave this. I'm going to show you the outcome. Okay, so this is my husband's finished plate. And I did mine while I was waiting for that in the microwave. And so I put some fresh jalapenos on there. I put some salsa and I put some sriracha on there. Okay. Well, if you like this video or want some more videos talking about different breakfast ideas, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. All right.